Rangers lose 5-2 to the Chicago Blackhawks. They lost to a team that has lost 8 straight games. This team is pathetic. This team is a joke. This team is trash. Where do we go from here anymore? I'm trying to figure out where to go. I don't know. I really don't know, but something has to change. And I say it every single video, which is what I'm tired of. So I don't know what you want from me in this video. I really don't, because every single one is the exact same night in and night out. Oh, fine. It's different tonight. You know why it's different tonight? Because they didn't blow a lead, because they never had the lead in the first place. That's why it was different. And that's why I'm fed up. I'm fed up with this garbage. And you're now 11-10-5. You were in close games with the Ottawa Senators. You lost the game to the Ottawa Senators. You now lost to the Blackhawks. You were in close games with the Sharks earlier in the year. You lost the game of the Sharks earlier in the year. You lost to the Ducks. You were in a close game with them earlier in the year. Do you see the problem? They are losing and in close games with bad hockey teams. I'm trying to figure out what happened. What happened from opening night? We were at such a high, and it looked like, man, this team was going to be dominant, a President's Trophy contender maybe. They look good. Minnesota, they look good as well. A little bit of a bland defensive effort, but they still scored 7. They look good enough. And ever since then, downward spiral, trash, awful, abysmal. And it's every night. It's every single night. How am I supposed to make it through 82 if a change doesn't happen? How? There's no coach. Gallant, there's nothing from him. Jacob Trouba trying to send that message today because the coach doesn't have the room. The coach has nothing right now. Jacob Trouba is basically the coach, deciding when he plays or not, this and that. Like, there's nothing going. Jacob Trouba is basically the coach right now at this point. And Gallant, he's doing absolutely nothing for this team. And how about when they called the timeout, which, oh, thank you, Gallant. I guess you finally learned that you have a timeout in this game. But nothing's going on when they call the timeout. Like, nobody has a whiteboard out. Just nothing. Just players having a chat at the bench. About what? About how they're going to go play Minecraft after the game? Hop on Warzone after the game or something? Is that what they were doing? Because I know they weren't talking about the game. It's a mess. It's a mess. The Chicago Blackhawks got under your skin. You're a joke. I'm sick of this. That Jacob Trouba thing. It was going to go one of two ways. It was either Jacob Trouba was going to look like an embarrassment, or it was going to spark the team and he was going to look like a genius. It made him look like an embarrassment. That's the way that ended up going. Throwing the helmet, "Oh, wake up, boys," or whatever he said to the fellas on the bench. Well, that did nothing. And I'm not shocked that didn't do anything, to be completely honest with you. But I don't know. But you had him trying to throw big hits, have him drop the gloves, and he's doing it nonstop because nobody on this team is waking up. Which I don't like Trouba, and I don't think he's a good captain. I don't like him really at all as a player, but he's doing something. The very least, he's doing something. Doesn't change the fact that a lot of the defensive plays are his fault and the fact that he's just not good, but he's doing something at the very least, showing some urgency, trying to send a message. But the fact that your captain throws a big hit, fights for you, and nobody on the bench cares, nobody on the team cares, nobody shows urgency, there's a problem in that locker room. One way or another, there's a problem in that locker room. Which, oh, speaking of Trouba, took a late penalty, and then the Hawks ended up scoring on that. Screened his own goalie on one of the goals. Then he had his pair on. Hayek turns the puck over on one of the goals. Carpenter taking a dumb penalty. Zibanejad negating a power play. The power play looking awful. I'm going all over the place because I have no desire to recap this game in full. I really don't. I really don't. I'll give you a recap quickly. The power play sucks. They can't do anything on it. 22nd now in the league. And, oh, let's not make a change, right? Right? We're content with this. We're content with 22nd in the league. We're content with Fox just carrying the puck up, turning it over. Odd man rushes coming the other way, shorthanded. Halak having to make saves. We're okay with that. Took more dumb penalties yet again. Carpenter, Trouba, Zibanejad. I don't remember who else took a penalty in this game, but a lot of dumb penalties. A lot of dumb penalties. And Carpenter was only in the lineup thanks to Hedl getting hurt. And it's so outrageous the fact that it was Panarin's shot that hurt Hedl. So, and it sucks. It sucks. Because I was going to actually compliment them after the first period. I thought they actually played pretty well in the first period. They had an unlucky break. Well, not unlucky. They had a bad turnover. Chicago capitalized on it. But at least they were getting scoring chances, and at least they looked good offensively. They did something right. But then after that, nope. Went right downhill yet again, and they absolutely played like trash. You can't even hang your hat on anything with this team anymore. There's nothing positive. Nothing. Even though they outshot Chicago 10-4. Can't even, in the first period that is. Can't even celebrate a good first period when you don't carry the momentum and when you're trailing after said first period. Second period. Again. Dumb penalties ruined what could have been a decent period. Even then, they didn't get enough scoring chances, but... And then the third period, when you thought that Trouba hit was going to fire up the boys, because then Mika scored on the power play after the instigator penalty, you thought maybe it would fire the boys up. They came out flatter than a pancake in the third. And then you got a lucky goal at the end of this game from Kreider. Deflecting one off his skate and in. It's laughable. It's laughable. 28-21 were the shots in favor of the Rangers somehow. Did not look that way. Oh yeah, because the first period was good. Outside of that, nope. You know what it looked like to me tonight? Looked like a tank bowl. Looked like two teams going at it for Connor Bedard. That's what it looked like to me. Oh, did I fail to mention that they scored one goal on a third string goalie who came in late in the third period? One. You don't deserve anything. And at least 90% of the people in attendance and at home had no idea who that goalie was. I didn't know who the goalie was. What's his name? Soderblom? or if it's Soderbaum. You didn't even test him. And you scored one lucky goal on him. I don't care about the post that you hit. I don't care that Laffy missed an open net. I don't care that Kreider hit the post on an open net. I don't care. At some point, enough is enough of they're snake bait. They're not getting puck luck. At some point, enough is enough, and they just suck. And they don't capitalize on opportunities. When are we accepting that? Because for whatever reason, we can't. Well, I think most people did, but some people, for whatever reason, still can't accept it. And if there's no coaching change within the next 24, 48 hours, I mean, you might as well kiss the season goodbye. You might as well kiss the season goodbye. Because at that point, here, let's pull up the schedule, see what's coming up. Because I know you have the St. Louis Blues next. I'm going to be in attendance for that game. You have the St. Louis Blues next. Then you go to Vegas. Then you play the Avs. Then you play New Jersey. Then you play Toronto. You have to make a change now. You have to. If not, when? Are you going to wait to lose these next 5 in a row? You have to make the change now if you want to keep the season alive. It's that simple. It is that simple. It's either you don't care and you throw it out the window by not making a change now, or you make the change now. Because if you don't, it's over. So, I don't know. I don't know. But the schedule is not easy. It's not. And there's proof in the past that coaching changes work mid-season. Pittsburgh and St. Louis being prime examples. There is a top quality head coach on the market right now. Go get him. You have to. You have to. I don't care enough to talk about how each line played. I really don't. I really don't at all. Because even if anyone was good, nobody was good enough. Nobody was good enough. And people blaming Halak. Whatever. Whatever. I don't know what you want him to do on the first goal. Deflection. The second goal, there was a wide open net because Kane had a wide open rebound chance. On the third goal, Trouba screened him. That's the only one you could maybe argue that he should have had. And then the fourth goal was a deflection. I don't know what you want Halak to do when the team in front of him was beyond piss poor tonight. Every night, that is. Let's see what everyone has to say on Twitter. Because I'm not beating a dead horse. I don't care enough to sound like a broken record because it's the same thing every night. And I'm going to explode. This is awful for my health. BD3 says, no reason why Gallant should be coaching this team. Laugh at Kako are rotting. Let them develop and trade away these big contracts. I mean, you know my stance on it. I've been beating it all video. Yeah, Gallant has to go. And Lafreniere and Kakko are definitely rotting. You might as well just trade them if you're not going to let them develop here, because what's the point? What is even the point? And then, like, Gallant's going to keep his job because of last season? Are we ignoring the fact that the power play and Igor masked the issues? We're in for a long ride. If Gallant sticks the season, we're in for a long season. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Matthew says, for a while, I thought it was Trouba and Gallant, but how about any player showing care? Gallant looked like he wanted to kill someone. All I could say is now the season is over. There's no coming back from this. Thank you, Rangers. I'll never forget the feeling of this season. Thank you. I mean, I don't know if you're trying to credit Gallant here for having a killer look or whatever tonight, but I don't know if that's I don't know if I agree with that, if that's the point you're trying to make. But when it comes to the players, no. I mean, there's no care. There's no care from anyone. There's none from anyone at all. Kazoo says, since 2015, I traveled to New York, see the Rangers play on a home stretch. This year, I'm not sure I want to spend thousands of dollars to go see them embarrass themselves. Don't do it. You don't have to do this. Don't do it. You're going to regret it. Just don't do it. There's no point. They're lucky enough that people that live a block away from the stadium are making the trip out there right now. Because for how much they're charging for tickets for this garbage on the ice, it's laughable. Nobody should be going. Zalo says this team is just sad. Thank you for reviewing. Last game, though, I missed it. No problem there. I'm going to be reviewing all 82, unfortunately, no matter how this one plays out. But yeah, the team is sad, and I appreciate you viewing every video, too. That's something that I do, guys. I appreciate everyone that sticks along for the ride here, because we're suffering together. We can all come together, huddle, sing Kumbaya, and gather around the campfire and just cry. And just cry. Black Dog RVA says, I didn't watch much because I'm home spending time with the wife, and frankly, I'm still a little pissed from yesterday. When I checked my phone and saw the boys were down 3-1 in the third, I watched till the end so I could hear the boos. Wow. And the boos weren't even loud enough. And you're lucky that you didn't have to watch this full 60. Because, man, I guaranteed 90% of people shut this game off early, and I can't blame one of them. But I'm the sucker that watches the full 60 every single night, all 82 games. I'm the sucker that would have stayed in that building if I was there. I'm that sucker. We are those suckers. We are, I should say. Because you're not watching this video if you're just a casual Ranger fan. You don't just stumble across a Rangers channel without being a diehard fan. We're the suckers that watch the full 60, night in and night out. New York South 24 says fire Gallant. Yep. And then Denisa says Trouba is being a better coach than Gallant right now, but Troubs also has to start backing up his motivation, play, and grit by playing better right now, because his play right now is just as much of an issue. I completely agree with this comment, and I'm liking it because I agree with it completely. You hit the nail on the head. He's not doing good enough, but I do like at the same time that he tried at the very least to send a message. Like, I don't know. I don't know anymore. I just don't. All I could do is cry. That's all I could do. Let's see this quote. Molly Walker. An emotional Jacob Trouba. We're going through it. There's a lot of the story left to be written. It's not a done thing by any means, but it's going on for a bit now, and something needs to change. There needs to be a little more of a pushback from ourselves within. Or your coach needs to be a better motivator and get it out of you guys. That's the best quote Trouba has had as the captain of this team. That's the best quote he's had. For once, somebody is saying something of relevance, and that's actually smart. Because for game after game after game, it was the same garbage and garbage and garbage. But I don't know. Something needs to change. I don't know when it will. And if it's not soon, Connor Bedard, congratulations on becoming the future fourth liner star for the New York Rangers. That's going to be it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching this one, everyone. Remember to leave a like on the video if you do enjoy. Subscribe if you guys are new, especially if you're Ranger fans. Turn on your notifications so you know when I upload a video next. And I will see you guys in the next one.